Welcome to our international podcast, Below the Belt. It's Saturday, April 16th, and we're so happy, so very, very happy that you guys are here with us. Welcome, Below the Belt, folks, our international podcast. We're broadcasting from the national capital city of Georgetown here in Guyana, and we hope that you guys are well. How have you folks been keeping? We know, y'all missed me yesterday. How you all be? Where you all there? Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear, guys. We want it no other way. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. Good to see each and every one of you. And again, welcome to our international podcast. Below the belt. Who vex lose? Who vex lose, guys? Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear at your end. Just want to make sure we're talking to yourself and the audio and everything else is just working fine. How are you doing, Beatrice Selby? Good to see you there, Beatrice and Mbali Clark. Mbali, how have you been doing? I haven't seen you on the stream in a little bit. That doesn't say you have not been here and been very quiet, unlike some of the other raucous people that we got. Vashti Magnot out of Waterloo, Canada. How are you doing, Vashti? Say hello to Rupert for us and all the other folks down there in beautiful Waterloo, Canada, and Canada on the whole. If you know some of the people who are out there with you, tell them we say hello and happy Easter to each and every one of you. Tessa Isaacs, Graves Handy, we see you as well. And Hector Messiah. Hector, we see you. We see you, Hector Messiah. And we see Edward Gonzalez always joining us from the Bronx. We see some of our favorite folks again, like Beatrice and Vashti, and we see Faith Scott. Marilyn Lorimer is here too. Marilyn says she's reading us loud and clear, and we're happy about that. Alana Tang, good to see you. Good to see you. Desiree Hollingsworth, and all of you beautiful, lovely folks. Good to see you wherever you guys are joining us from. Really good to see all of you guys there, guys. You make our day. I'm telling you. When we see you guys show up, you all make we day. We can't lie. You make we day. You make we day. Good to see you guys. I trust that you guys have had you had a good Friday. Is that so, guys? You had a good Friday? We hope so. We had a very restful day yesterday, just the way we wanted it, guys. Just the way we wanted it. And we hope that you guys got some time to spend with family. I know some of you went to church. You know, the rest of us, we go to church. Church. Church is for the decent folks. We go to church, folks. So we're so happy. Whether you went to church or to church. We trust you guys had a great day yesterday. I had some fantastic cross bun from Burmese. This is the tennis show with the raisins on it. This is authentic, legitimate, valid cross buns. That's what I had yesterday. Legitimate, valid cross buns. I hope you guys had some cross buns too and you celebrated this season well. Good to see you guys. Good to see each and every one of you here that you have reflected, on the death, burial, and resurrection of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Trust you guys did. I did that yesterday. Reflected on His life, folks, and His work on earth, and I'm grateful that He died for us sinners. Thank God for that. I'm so grateful. God knows where I would have been otherwise. He died for us sinners. I'm so grateful for that. So grateful. Good to see each and every one of you here, guys. Good to see each and every one of you. So glad that you guys are here. You lovely, kind, gentle, uncontroversial people. So happy that you folks are here. I see Allison is here. TR Allison is it teacher Allison. Marilyn Thomas is here as well. I see Karen Welcome is here as well. Good to see you, Karen. Alana Chang, good to see you again. And Anna Gordon, Will Felix Kimon. Good to see you, beautiful, wonderful folks. Good to see you guys. Lovely people all around. Lovely people all around. Good to see you. I see Dorette David is here as well. Good to see you, Dorette. I see Carlos Malcolm is here. Folks, how are you doing out there? Share our broadcast. Share the damn live stream. Smash that emoji button. Folks, believe it or not, it's Holy Saturday. We had Holy Thursday. We had Good Friday. It's Holy Saturday. If you check the Christian calendar, It's Holy Saturday. Tomorrow is Resurrection Sunday. And then I think there's Ascension Monday. Ascension Monday. It's a full weekend. It's a full weekend on the Christian calendar. A long weekend beginning with Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Holy Saturday, Resurrection Sunday, and then we have Ascension Monday. Yep. Fitzgolliver, we see you. We see you, Fitzgolliver. You're below the bell, Fitzgolliver. Good to see Don Barnes. Don Barnes, we're gonna ring that bell. You don't worry, Don. We can ring the bell. We're gonna ring that bell. We're gonna ring the bell, Don. We're gonna ring it. Onessa Wardi. Onessa, good to see you. June Chase, Sharmila, Simeon Carter, we see you. All three names person. One person, Sharmila, Simeon Carter. Good to see you, Sharmila. Thanks for coming by. I see Don Barnes and Samoa Williams. They're here as well. Folks, a lot of stuff happening. We guys, we ain't easy, guys. We're not easy. And, today we're going to be talking about the PPP wickedness, continuing to talk about it. We dealt with it last week, the PPP wickedness on this Holy Saturday. The devils and violators of the rule of law, according to Kemrat Ramjitan and leader of the PNCR, leader of the opposition, Mr. Aubrey C. Norton. Devils and violators of the rule of law. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. And I'm certain you folks are going to agree with me. But first things first, let's tell you some of the stuff happening at our end. And a couple of things we think you ought to know about Pamela Sanchari, Jenny's Booker, and Donna David. Facebook user, you're so busy, can't give a proper name on Facebook, man. Facebook user, let me do something different than them. Marilyn Thomas, Pinky Kerr, all you wonderful folks. I see Vanessa De Silva is here. I see Robin. Is it Marquez? Robin, good to see you. And Sarah Alexander, they're here as well. And Marcia Wiles, Sheila Boyd Child is here too. It's a full house, guys. It's a full house. We're so happy you guys are here. Did you know that there are people out there who are using the name of Henry Rodney to raise money, according to his family, to satisfy their own ulterior motives? Why we gotta be so wicked? Huh? Why you gotta be so PPP-esque? Stop it. Stop it. To the extent, guys, to the extent where the Rodney family had to write a whole letter to the editor. Huh? We bought for this guy. This is the greatest country on earth. The greatest country. Folks, we sharing the live. We're going to smash the emoji button. Hundreds of you are here, guys. Share the live. Smash the emoji button. Let's get to it. Using the name of Henry Rodney, his family said, to satisfy their own ulterior motives. You're bad for so. As the Trinis and the Antiguans would say, bad for so. Shucks. Here what the letter says, guys, in the newspaper just yesterday. Yesterday. They didn't give us Good Friday. They didn't give us Holy Thursday. They didn't give us Holy Saturday. Them boys. They didn't give us Resurrection Sunday, Ascension Monday, any day of the week. Devils and violators. That's how they carry on. So here what the letter says. Kwesi Moffat, Romy Leander, Brenda Bradford. Here this letter says Rosie Rose Jiff. Here what it says Marilyn Lorimer, Kwesi Moffat. Here what it says. It says, we, the family of the late beloved and well-respected Henry Rodney, who died about a week ago in the United States of America. As you may know, his remains have not yet been laid to rest. That's what the first paragraph of the letter reads. As a family, we're trying desperately to join our extended families, friends, and fans to honor him with a sacred send-off that would display our love, appreciation, and gratitude for the outstanding life he lived. We want to celebrate the remarkable legacy left us, his family, and the nation of Guyana as a whole. Editor, the reason we are writing this letter is because of the insensitivity of some charlatans among us who are invading our moment of sorrow and grief. People who have been using the death of our father to raise money to satisfy their own ulterior motives. They have not consulted us. That's what the letter says. They have not sought our permission. That's what the letter says. We have not given them our approval. That's what the letter says. Yet, they are publicly using his name to promote events, which there is a cover charge. Oh, Father of mercy. Kind isn't easy. To which there is a cover charge. Very easy. A cover charge. The letter goes on. We are seeking your help to warn such people that this is a most distasteful, deplorable, dishonorable act of disrespect to our mom and siblings and Guyana as a whole. Guyana is an easy boy. And finally, the letter says, we are terribly hurt and disturbed by this dastardly act during this time of our bereavement. My father worked assiduously to establish a name of integrity, and he should be honored with the peaceful rest he deserves. No one should seek to capitalize on his reputation and his accomplishments, and it's signed by his three children. My, Cain is an easy, That's what I'm telling you. We're an easy boy. We're not easy. The children said, people are hosting an event where there's a charge in the name of the father, and the family know nothing. Come on, folks. Come on, folks. You'd be alive and these folks got to wait for you, and charging something. We're different. Guyanese different, Sharon Mercurius. We're different. Romiliander, Winston Henry, they're different. Paulette Grace, we're different. Winston Henry, them boys, different. I tell y'all, you got to keep moving in this country. If you stand up too long, they're gone with you. That fetch you away. Right? They fetch you away. They fetch you away. I see there's a Henry Rodney even on our live stream. I see that comment. Another person by the name of Henry Rodney. They fetch you away, Jeffrey Bowery. They fetch you away if you stand up a little too long in this place. You'd get fetch you away. Them boys ain't easy. So that's what the Henry Rodney family is saying today, guys. That's what the family is saying today. Cherry Baskin, Greenwich, Kurt Heidecker. We can share the live stream, or we just spectate it. We just listening. Where my people at? Where my people's at? Mercy. Them boys ain't easy. Them boys not easy. I'm telling you, mercy. Mercy. But how are you guys doing? Don't let it fetch you all way, How are you folks doing? How are you beautiful folks out there doing? Folks, I want you to know, I want to alert you that there's a beautiful couple. A beautiful couple. When I find something nice, I try to tell folks about it. I try to tell folks about it. Right? And there's a beautiful couple out there. Yes, beautiful couple. And they've recently opened a store in New Jersey. A beautiful Guyanese couple. They've opened a lovely store in New Jersey. And you guys out there in New Jersey, you guys would know that real estate there better than I do. And the name of it is First Option Health Corner. And lovely young couple. We got to support folks in this life. You never know when you need the support of someone. Right? Some people don't know when they need support. But when you want to brace, they can't brace you. We got to brace these young people. Right? Some Guyanese folks doing very well out there in the US of A and very well there in New Jersey. And when we put our minds to it, Guyanese can do extraordinary things, non-negative things like what I just outlined in that letter to the editor. But positive things like this young couple here out there in New Jersey. The name of the business that they just launched there, it's First Option Juice Hub. It looks delish. I'm going to put up one of the photographs or a few of them on my Facebook page after the broadcast. And the address there, again, I said you might know this real estate better. And forgive me if I don't call it right, but it's 1132 E 2nd Street, Scotch Plains, New Jersey. And I think the area code is 07076. I know you guys just plug that into your GPS and you can find that easily. Tell them I send y'all. We have to support our folks, guys. We got to support young people who going in a positive direction with their lives. And so, folks, I offer, I give to you, I commend to you guys First Option Juice Hub. And they're down there. Their mantra is eat healthy, live well. I love that. Eat healthy, live well. I go by my own mantra that says mind, soul, and body. You got to exercise, you got to eat well, like they're saying here. And you got to feed your spirit as well, mind, soul, and body. So they can be there. They're located at 1832 2nd Street, Scotch Plains, New Jersey. And again, that area code is 07076. 07076, and their contact number is 908-288-7256. 908-288-7256. Yep. 132 rather. Sorry, I'm calling my own thing here. 1832 E 2nd Street, Scotch Plains, New Jersey, 07076. Plug that in. Give our brother and our sister support out there in New Jersey. Tremendous Guyanese couple. You know, they have a vision and they're executing on that, guys. Let's help support them. Let's help support them, you folks out there in New Jersey. Kurt Heidekin, you know, I would drive far just to support people, you know. Right? The support you might give in buying some products from them might be even the gas you might take to get it might be more. But I'm a believer in supporting people. I sow as a seed into their lives, into their business. Mightn't be much, but I would support them in that way. Support our brothers. First Option Juice Hub in New Jersey. First Option Juice Hub down there in New Jersey. And again, 1832 E 2nd Street, Scotch Plains, New Jersey, 07076. Yep. Find them and support them, guys. Suzette Washington, good to see you. Denise Booker, good to see you. Brenda Braffett, good to see you. Good to see you. Denise Booker, Sandra Hanover, good to see you. Alex Boom, good to see you, Alex. Really good to see you. Folks, some other things I think you ought to know about that we've been following. In addition to the dastardly act by those folks in the Rodney family, in addition to this fantastic First Option Juice Hub there in New Jersey, have you guys been following the latest with this monument with the Harpy Eagle at the top? The new monument by the access road to get to Diamond from Mandela Avenue. Oh, by the roundabout there's a monument with what they intend to be a Harpy Eagle. The Harpy Eagle is a powerful, majestic bird. I don't know what kind of pian thing they got on top of this monument here, though. I don't know what pian thing the guy here masquerading as a Harpy Eagle. Siobhan McDowell, you had a look at it. It's a pian bird. Natalia Odwin, you see the bird there? The bird mixed with catfish and jagabats and trench crappos. It's a crossbreed. There's not no Harpy Eagle. They even give the eagle a bad name. Come on, folks. Sandra Hanover is a jumpy bird. It's a jumpy bird. Folks, we can smash this emoji or not. Sandra Hanover in the comments says, it's a jumpy bird. Y'all see that thing? It's a eagle. That kind of an eagle. Eagles are majestic, powerful creatures, guys. They fly with pace and power. Not this thing, this miscreant that they got here. It's a cross between a trench crappo, a tadpole, and a cricketer. And they put it high, you know, perch it high. We ain't got no shame. Folks, anything worth doing is worth doing well. That monument is an afterthought. Y'all don't come around with funny. Don't come around Oriana Lord funny. Don't come around Leslie and Patricia Hamilton funny. The folks is not an eagle, it's a carrion crow. That's more like it. It's a carrion crow. Don't come wrong with funny. Folks, 2 days ago, we passed like thousands of Guyanese that area, and we see the center of the roundabout, they had clay brick all over it. They had clay brick, the whole thing. They had no intentions of putting a monument there. You tell me the whole plans that the contractor got, they missed the monument? A day later, we see them breaking up the clay brick. I kid you not. We saw them breaking up the clay brick. That's what madness is happening in this country. Them guys breaking up the clay brick. Do you believe that? And in less than 24 hours, they got a thing up there. You think it's concrete? It's a steel fabrication. We see when the thing going up in the middle is that no fancy thing. There's a steel fabrication, and then they throw like some ply around it. You think it's a big concrete structure? It's a hollow middle. It's true and true. PPP. It's a hollow middle. A little wind blow, and the board won't even lift off. It will fall down. Right? The board is neutered. Right? And neutered. The board wing clip. The board can't soar like no eagle. It's a jumbie board. It's carrion crow. Mixed with cricket and tadpolism. John Passat, certainly. Certainly, John Passat. That board don't represent you. John, when you look at that board, John Passat, you think that board represents you? And your great country? Shirley Crichton? Shirley perhaps got it right. Shirley said that's a moment. It's not a monument. Shirley said it's a moment. It's not a monument. Y'all don't come wrong with funny. We know proper thing when we see it. Right? Things might be tight, but we ain't got dark eye. Yeah, come wrong with funny with a kind of foolishness. And you put as a monument to who? It befitting their administration for truth. Right? That eagle look like he got rabies. What kind of thing is that? Y'all don't judge Guyanese by the money. I beg you, foreigners who listen to us. When y'all see the Karen Crow, the jumbie bird out there that put on top of the thing, don't judge me by that. Devils and violators. Don't judge me by that. Jeffrey Bowery. Jeffrey Bowery says the bird resembles the vice president. Y'all know y'all able, you know. St. Romain, y'all know y'all able. Rock and come in. Right? It's a jumbie bird. It's not a monument. It's a moment. It's a moment. A moment for the jumbie bird. Sharon Marcurus, how y'all doing out there? Marilyn Ford, how y'all doing out there? These guys ain't easy. Right? I hear about little bird, but this thing here, listen to me. That's why you get friends and family projects, you know. Right? Somebody says, Leslie Patricia Hamilton says, it looked like Mark Phillips. Jumbie bird and Karen Crow mixed with cricket and tadpole. That's what it is. The bird look like he got rabies or foot to mouth. That's a hard time bird. That's a things tight bird. That's a high cost of living bird. Right? You seen the bird collarbone and jawbone. Right? The bird mixed with catfish. And some other thing according to GT Starboy that I can't see. Right? Sheila Boy Child, we better than that. God knows we better than that. You know, when Forbes and Chelly look out on the board from the grip, they must be somersaulting. They say like we left too quick. We needed rest, but like this eternal rest, you cannot walk out for me. They ever see a proper majestic board? You can't build a proper board in 2 days, folks. You can't build a proper board in 2 days. Hollow steam frame. Monument. Y'all like sparse Guyanese. Right? Y'all like sparse Guyanese. But I'm telling you, they got a lot of wild people on that road, and they can do you a favor. One of them can do you a favor. A lot of wild loads on the road out there. We telling y'all, slow down, arrive alive every day. Y'all can do you a favor. One of these days, one of them can do you a favor shortly. Right? I think the truck turned over on that same roundabout too soon the other day. Turn over the wrong place, perhaps, too. That bird needs some blue pills. That bird there, look, anemic. Anemic. Yeah, let's pass eagle in this country. Put a proper harpy eagle down in the man. Shucks. Right. Shucks. Natalia Odwin says that the initiative was a good one. Right? Might as well put on a statue of the air fund. A big statue, of course. Right. Good intention. The execution poor. What kind of monument you could build and put on in 2 days? Right? But these guys don't appreciate aesthetics and so on, you know. Right? Y'all see Mark Phillips out there? Clearly, they don't appreciate aesthetics and so on. Devils and violators. They don't. If they had an appreciation of those things, they would never dress Mark Phillips. They would have dressed Mark Phillips Friday night, Thursday night rather, to throw down the Karen Crow. They would never roll out Phillips like that. If he had any decency and self-respect, that's what we're missing, you know, in this country. That is what we're missing. Who's sharing the damn live stream? And who will smash the emoji button? Pamela Gurick, Leslyn Patricia Hamilton, Patrish Hamilton. That thing out there represents y'all. Gladstone Matthews, that represents us. Marlon Ford, that represents us. That was a monument to COVID-19. COVID-19. That must be what the virus look like. Gotta be. Don't represent us as Guyanese. So we got that to deal with. We got that to deal with, guys. We thought you ought to know about the Karen Crow that throw down there. The Karen Crow that throw down there, folks. The Karen Crow, the Karen Crow. They know why they bring that board there? Because they couldn't carry the board to places like quarantine. They ain't got no fish in quarantine anymore. The fishermen getting problems fishing in the quarantine. That board needs some fish. That board that showed down the guys. That board needed some fish. The board needs some food. Is that it or some blue pills? All right. The quarantine fishermen were promised 150 licenses for those who ply the quarantine river as a trade. Last year, a big pomp and ceremony when they roll out Chandrika Prasad Santokhi, the president of Suriname. And they thought they had a breakthrough in terms of the way in which the quarantine river was being regulated. They seem to have conceded our territorial sovereignty, PPP that is, of the quarantine river to the Surinamese. So we got to go to them now to be licensed. Oh, Cheddy and farmers must be rolling in the grave, must be tumbling in the grave. Devils and violators, they be. And the licenses that should have come out of an agreement between Santokhi and Ali, Catfish, never materialized. Should have materialized since January last. We're in April, folks, heading to May, heading to June, heading to July, and the licenses are nowhere to be seen. The licenses are nowhere to be seen, comrades. Another failed promise by the PPP. The wine and dine Santokhi. Santokhi come eat out how we fish. And he gone back. Jack Dion here for now empty-handed. And according to the fishing society there on the quarantine, the president said over 1,000 families are going to be impacted negatively because the Surinamese have not given any licenses to Guyanese. Now, the Guyanese have found a little way around that in terms of renting licenses from the Surinamese. Renting licenses from the Surinamese. Now, Surinamese rent licenses to each other, fishing licenses that is, to each other for about 100,000 Ghana dollars, just under that, in equivalency. For about 100,000. You know how much renting to Guyanese for? 4 times that. More than 4 times that. And the people said, we can't do nothing. We can't do nothing. And that's why I tell you, they know who they're bad for. I know they're bad for me. These jagabats, transcrapos, tadpoles, and cricketers, they know who they're bad for. Maverick debater, Carol Jacobs, they know who they're bad for. Sharon Mercurius, Shirley Crichton, they know who they're bad for. They ain't bad for me. Can't even get some damn fishing licenses for the quarantine for your own people. Whining and dining in Santoki. Every corner, Santoki pass. If I'm taking another picture. And what do we have to show for it? We got an ambassador from Suriname. Last week she swearing. Last week she presented her letters of credence. Last week. That's how we got to show for it. A whole host of broken promises. We got thanks to the PPP. And y'all know with that, we were supposed to have local government election a year ago too. It's what them boys doing. No licenses. The Jumbie board. No local government election. That's it. That's the legacy. Right? A tin hollow monument with a Jumbie board on top. That is what they have been to this country. Jumbie boards. Paulette Greaves, you know it's the truth. Ezra David, you know it's the truth. Suzette Washington, Sheila Boychild, pack of Jumbie boards. Paulette Greaves, cricketers, tadpoles, and Jumbie boards. Cabinet, all cabinet to them. Joyce Prince Kingston, you know it's the truth I'm speaking. Jerry Baskin Greenwich, you know it's the truth. They're confused. Confusion powder. Cricketers, jagabats, trench crappos, tadpoles, Jumbie birds. All them running out now. Oh, folks. All them running out. All them run out. Oh, judgment, thou art turned to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Shakespeare for you. Oh, judgment, thou art turned to brutish beasts. But yesterday was it done? Vanessa de Silva. Yesterday, Good Friday, was it done? Right? You see, when people get in problems, right? If you want to know how much problems in, the degree of problems, listen to them. Right? When they run out of options, they say, oh God. And this is people who don't believe in God on a regular, though. When problems brackle them. Right? When problems brackle them, hear them, oh God. That's how you know the severity of the times. When struggles come, when sorrows come, they come not as single spies. They come as the PPP. That's how you know the times, you know. Then when you start seeing the writing on the wall, when them boys start hollering out, oh God. All the time there's bad men, you know. There's bad man. There's bad man all the time. You'll have to take hold them. Right? Let Chico go in the foot. You understand me? Oh God, this crowd. Well, yesterday them boys found out. They went to every church. They realized Father hearing cantankerous prayer, you know. The Father, he hearing that. So they realized they didn't get too much out of the National Day of Prayers. Things that went according to plan with the National Day of Prayer and Fasting. Them boys found out the churches, them church yesterday. Were they close to you? Lola Hughes, were they close to you? China Ryan, Bind the Knot, were they close to you? Were they the church close by you? Kurt Heidekan, them boys found out all them church yesterday. All them church they went to. You know, when I see some people going to some churches, I know Father knows why. He sent his son, you know, he knows why as a mediator. Because if Father Rat was really poured out on us like the days of old, hiya. As a friend of mine said, hiya. If Father Rat really pour out. Some of them people I see in church holding Bible, in this government, my Lord, you know, Father Right In the good book, when he said, many shall say, Lord, Lord. Many. Hmm? Many shall say, Lord, Lord. He will say to them, depart, get. In modern day language, he will say, get. I never knew you. Don't come wrong with funny. Y'all can imagine Jesus saying in the modern day language, get. I never knew you. Don't come wrong with funny. Enid, Elliot, Simone Williams. Them boys went to almost every church in this country. Even some over church. Well, you know, there's gonna more. Even them over church to pack out in. Right? Them people want if it's Christmas. They never see people go to church so much. It's the times, folks. The times, things are tight. Them boys forget all economic policy, all the foreign affairs. Them boys pack out the church yesterday. I see Mustafa in a church. You must know you there. I see Nandalal in a church. You must know you there. I see Kwame in a church yesterday. Well, that boys must say like the world ending. End times, Marilyn Ford. End times is Shirley Crichton. End times, Maverick Debater. End times, Pamela Valda Kanzias. End times, Vanessa De Silva. Them boys pack on them church. Hope the church good offering. They only go and smile up. Church need money to hope the church proper offering. Right? The campaign big yesterday. It was a big spread out and fan out. It was a big spread out and fan out. Yesterday, them boys take over the church. Them boys hoping that their sins are going to be absolved. Huh? But the heart pure, these devils, the heart, that, you know, you see that word? Alex Boom, you see that Bible? You see that holy book? Father don't tell we. He said, man, just look on the outward appearance. Vincent not crush. Man, Auntie Sandra, he said he's look on the outward appearance. Chichi Road girl, you touchdown. Chichi Road girl said, Father gonna say, get from me, Crow. Karen Crow, get from me, Jumbie boy. I never knew you. Man is look on the outward appearance, but God see the heart. The art, the Father sees. So I can imagine Father must be rock back on I throne. Having a big laugh. Yes, they say, look at these here. Wicked devils. Wicked devils. You know, just the day before, them same people went to the National Assembly. The day before, them same people went to the National Assembly, upturning the quorum setting for the Public Accounts Committee that scrutinizes the spending of the government just the day before. Just the day before. Same set. Who got rung by Father Throne, lifting their hands? Same set. Went in the National Assembly and changed the quorum requirement for the Public Accounts Committee. It used to be 3 persons, 3 members of the committee can go and have a meeting. They have a quorum. The quorum was 3 of the 9 persons who are members. That was the rule. Them boys gone and change it now. They specify 2 from the opposition, 2 from government. Why have they done that? They have chaired this committee and never had a problem with it. As an opposition, the PPP chaired this committee and never had a problem. As a matter of fact, Irfan, Catfish, he was chaired the committee, never had a problem. But they don't want the accounts, the spending, the thievery, the corruption. They don't want it to be scrutinized. And so they intend not to turn up to committee meetings. And of course, if you don't go to meetings, if you don't have 2 PP members being present, the meeting can't go on. You see the wickedness? You see where the devils? And this same set of people went to church yesterday. Same set of people But the Father tell us, he told us, when he sent his son, he said, many shall say, Lord, Lord. Many. Many shall say, Lord, Lord. Those people, same people who went just days before, just 24 hours before, and changed the composition of the National Assembly's Public Accounts Committee. So it cannot meet if they and there for scrutinizing the spending. Same people put a foot on holy ground yesterday. The wheat and the thorn gonna grow together, you know. The wheat and the thorn shall grow together until the day of the great reaping. The wheat and the thorn. And it is with that in mind, folks, that just recently, in that very sitting of the National Assembly, where that motion, that dastardly motion from Gail Teixeira was debated. Of course, you know, they use the tyranny of the numbers, the tyranny of the majority, as Kemra Dramjatan put it, in the National Assembly to have the motion pass. Tyranny of the majority. And Kemrat spoke to that recently, as well as Mr. Aubrey Norton, leader of the PNCR, leader of the opposition. They both spoke to that recently. Right? About these devils and violators of the rule of law. Same set who went to the church yesterday to raise their hand. Same set. Listen to what Kemrat said recently about the Karen Crows and Chumby board people. Listen to what he said.
In Standing Order 89, there shall be a committee to be known as the Standing Orders Committee, to consist of the Speaker as
Are you guys hearing that? Let me know if you're hearing
that.
that.
6 nor more than 10 members to be nominated by the Committee of Selection as soon as may be after the beginning of each session. It shall be the duty of the committee to consider from time to time and report all matters relating to our standing orders, which are referred to in the Assembly. Mr. Speaker, we create institutions like this in that parliamentary process. Standing orders, committee. So what? It is there for decorative purposes? Are we just there to have it on some shelf now, ensuring that now that we want a change, the Standing Orders Committee as a subcommittee dealing with this thing should not have dealt with it before? I am very surprised at Gail, honorable member, for taking this course of wanting to do basically an amendment of an entrenched position, a parliamentary entrenched position. Just like in our constitution, we have certain entrenched clauses. We have entrenched standing orders. This is one of them. And you feel now that you can come here by a majority and you just go and you argue the case that, look, we change it. And you know, they spread the word around like gospel, even coming from Bishop One Edgel, honorable member, that indeed this thing has godliness about it. It is the devil here, and we must see under the veil what the devil is. Mr. Speaker,
it's the devil. It's the devil for truth. It's the devil. It's the devils. I'm telling you. Because these are the folks who had no problem chairing the same committee but the same quorum requirement. 3 members of the committee constitutes a quorum. But again, it's the devil in them. They don't want the scrutiny of the public spending. And so they've gone there to change it. This was Thursday, you know. Or was it Wednesday, the Wednesday sitting of the National Assembly into Thursday. But yesterday, they went to a church close by you. Yesterday, it's the devil in them. It's the devil. Yesterday, you know. They see them in all them church around this country. I said, Father, today your word is fulfilled. Today your word is fulfilled. The wheat and the corn gonna grow together. Many shall say, Lord, Lord. You see the last days? All kind of strange things. Confusion, powder, and purgatory. You shall see. That's what the gold book say. You shall see it. Mm. And you see when you see it, it's the beginning of sorrows. It's not the end, it's the beginning. Y'all think y'all see hard times? Y'all don't know how good y'all had it. Y'all don't know how good y'all had it. But some of y'all say, jail Jesus and give us Barabbas. Jail Jesus and give us Jack Dio. Y'all get it now? Y'all enabling? Y'all enabling. Y'all get it? And y'all enabling. It's the devils. We got to cast them out. We got to cast them out, folks. This is serious business, and I hope you are sharing the live stream.
Standing Order 89.
Here came Rich again.
There shall be a committee to be known as the Standing Orders Committee, to consist of the Speaker as chairperson, and not less than 6 nor more than 10 members to be nominated by the Committee of Selection as soon as may be after the beginning of each session. It shall be the duty of the committee to consider from time to time and report all matters relating to our standing orders, which are referred to in the Assembly. Mr. Speaker, we create institutions like this in that parliamentary process. Standing Orders Committee. So what? It is there for decorative purposes? Are we just there to have it on some shelf now for the purposes of not in any way ensuring that now that we want a change, the Standing Orders Committee as a subcommittee dealing with this thing should not have dealt with it before? I am very surprised at Gail, honorable member, for taking this course of wanting to do basically an amendment of an entrenched position, a parliamentary entrenched position. Just like in our constitution, we have certain entrenched clauses. We have entrenched standing orders. This is one of them. And you feel now that you can come here by a majority and you just go and you argue the case that, look, we change it. And you know, they spread the word around like gospel, even coming from Bishop Wanedjil, honorable member, that indeed this thing has godliness about it. It is the devil here, and we must see under the veil what the devil is. Mr. Speaker,
there is no godliness about the actions. There is none. There is none at all. No godliness about the action. It's the devil. Devils and violators. But I think Aubrey Norton had it done. Aubrey had it done yesterday. Well, Wednesday. He had it done. Leader of the opposition, leader of the People's National Congress before. He had it done for them. Because he was showing systematically Shirley Crichton, systematically Maxine Monroe, systematically Alia Waldron, systematically G.T. Rulker. How they have been violators of the rule of law, violators of the Constitution, the devils. Same set who run in them church yesterday, who are now at the mercies of their own machinations. Same set. I ain't see Papa Jack about it on them church though, like he fighting, he catch a fire. I wish somebody's soul would catch a fire. Papa Jack about like he frightened, he catch a fire earlier. Like he frightened Shirley, like he frightened Vincent. I wish somebody's soul would catch a fire. I ain't see none. I ain't see none. The big demons are saying, the little ones. I ain't see that. I ain't see Papa Jack about it on them church. I ain't see that. Yes, party, let me know. Let me know if you ask party. Take me the photograph. If you ask party, anyone them church. He must be with the foot cock back rocking. Rocking back to the devil is sent out the little demon. Kevin says the devil. Aubrey had it done now. So Aubrey was pointing out, little the opposition, little the PNCR, that these folks have violated the law. He was pointing out using the very fact that Vice President Jack Dio is always touted. He's the Vice President, as though our system has a president like the US and a substantive Vice President. Even if that were the case, the Constitution says, as you'll hear Aubrey point out, that the Prime Minister is the first Vice President. And if there had any, and there is a hierarchy among the Vice Presidents, then the Prime Minister takes precedence as the first Vice President. But you don't hear Prime Minister Mark Phillips and first Vice President. You don't hear them using that, period. Jack Dio, Vice President. I know what bothers me, that Mark Phillips, for a plate of food, he comfortable with that. That is what bothers me. That for a plate of food, he comfortable with that. So the leader of the PNCR, Mr. Aubrey Norton, leader of the opposition, was pointing that out in his presentation, pushing back against that very dastardly, devilish motion by Gail Teixeira. Pushing back against that. And Kwame put it in his mouth. Kwame was putting in his mouth. Same fellow who went to the church yesterday holding the Bible. He put it in his mouth. Well, Norton wasn't having it. Mistake, Kwame. Mr. Norton was not having it on Wednesday. Mistake. Mistake, Kwame. Mistake. Was a mistake, I tell you, it was a mistake. G.T. Rudger was a mistake. Right? Wilfred McCurdy was a mistake. Cheryl Mulrain was a mistake. Jason was a mistake. Right? Onika Glenn was a mistake. Jewel Ward was a mistake. Here, folks, Mr. Aubrey Norton.
The purpose of the Public Accounts Committee.
Y'all hearing?
Scrutinize.
Let me know if y'all hear, Mr. Norton.
And to ensure that the executive is held accountable and does not dominate the committee. But Mr. Speaker, for you to do that, you first must believe in the rule of law. You must first believe that the law is paramount and should determine. Mr. Speaker, in the 1990s in this House, we fought to get the Prime Minister to be what the Constitution says, the head of government business in the House. It took years before we got through. Mr. Speaker, I want to read from the Guyana Constitution. It is Article 102.2. Listen what it says. It says, if he or she is not otherwise the holder of an office of Vice President, the person holding the office of Prime Minister shall, not may, shall, by virtue of holding that office, be a Vice President. And he or she shall have precedence over any other Vice President. When I came in here today and I saw Prime Minister, Vice President, there are no Prime Minister and Vice President. I thought this is a serious violation of our Constitution. We can lead the way if you're serious about democracy by rectifying that. Because the Constitution, the law of Guyana is clear that he is Prime Minister and first Vice President. And so, Mr. Speaker, there's no basis for you to speak about the rule of law when you violate the law with impunity. Mr. Speaker, you know, you've been violated a lot, you know. A lot of people violate you in life. He has been so violated, he's obsessed with the word. Enjoy your violation. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Dattadin said, more participation, more transparency is the most illogical thing I've ever heard in the world. Mr. Speaker, we have to focus on ensuring that The Public Accounts Committee is independent and operates as such. I can buy a male voice for you. You need a male voice. Mr. Speaker, this motion is literally a motion.
Honorable Member, Mr. McCoy, you're shouting in my ear.
Mr. Speaker, this motion is a literal motion. The only difference is that in the other motion, it gets rid of the toxic things. This motion is getting rid of the good things. This motion seeks to remove and reduce the independence of the Public Accounts Committee. This motion is seeking to give the government a mechanism by which it can determine when meetings are held and when they are not held. And the very actions we are talking about are the actions that will definitely stymie the work of the Public Accounts Committee.
Yep, pace and power, pace and power, pace and power. Beating and teaching on Wednesday. Mr. Aubrey C. Norton himself, beating and teaching on Wednesday. Pace and power. Schooling them. Who's sharing the damn live stream? Who's smashing the emoji button for us? Pace and power. Schooling them, folks. Beating and teaching. Don't come bring Aubrey funny. Don't come bring Kebraj funny. Beating and teaching. Who's sharing the damn live stream? Who's sharing the live stream? Devils and violators of the rule of law. And running to church. That one Savior. Many, the good book say, shall say, Lord, Lord. You see, we see the outward, but Father see the heart. You're going to change and corrupt the process to suit yourself. And you're running to church. Same people who fire thousands from the public service. Same folks. Every opportunity they get, marching you up a court step. Are you running to church? It can take more than that. Father, ready for you all yet. Don't come wrong with funny. Don't come wrong with funny. Aubrey was in fine form, beating and teaching. Take another listen.
The purpose of the Public Accounts Committee is to scrutinize the accounts and to ensure that the executive...
Why Kwame put in his mouth saying how Aubrey violating the rule of law? Violating the law. Why Kwame had to put in his mouth?
But Mr. Speaker, for you to do that, you first must believe in the rule of law. You must first believe that the law is paramount and should determine. Mr. Speaker, in the 1990s in this House, we fought to get the Prime Minister to be what the Constitution says, the head of government business in the House. It took years before we got through. Mr. Speaker, I want to read from the Guyana Constitution. It is Article 102.2. Listen what it says. It says, if he or she is not otherwise the holder of an office of vice president, the person holding the office of prime minister shall, not may, shall, by virtue of holding that office, be a vice president. And he or she shall have precedence over any other vice president. When I came in here today and I saw a prime minister, vice president, there are no prime minister and vice president. I thought this is a serious violation of our Constitution. We can lead the way if you're serious about democracy by rectifying that. Because the Constitution, the law of Guyana is clear that he is prime minister and first vice president. And so, Mr. Speaker, there's no basis for you to speak about the rule of law when you violate the law with impunity. Mr. Speaker, you know, you've been violated a lot, you know. A lot of people violate you in life. He has been so violated, he's obsessed with the word. Enjoy your violation. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Dattadin said, more participation, more transparency is the most illogical thing I've ever heard in the world. Mr. Speaker, we have to focus on ensuring that the Public Accounts Committee is independent and operates as such. I can buy a male voice for you. You need a male voice. Mr. Speaker, this motion is literally a motion.
Honorable Member, Mr. McCoy, you're shouting in my ear.
Mr. Speaker, this motion is a literal motion. The only difference is that in the other motion, it gets rid of the toxic things. This motion is getting rid of the good things. This motion seeks to remove and reduce the independence of the Public Accounts Committee. This motion is seeking to give the government a mechanism by which it can determine when meetings are held and when they are not held. And the very actions we are talking about are the actions that will definitely stymie the work of the Public Accounts Committee.
Yep. Pace and power. Pace and power. Pace and power. You know the same folks, dildo minister, nasty Kwame, same folks run to church, holding Bible in their hand. Oh, many shall say, Lord, Lord, devils and violators, devils and violators. That's who they be. That's who they is. Same set, you know. Same set. But do you some of the most dastardly, wicked things. Their heart dirty. Run into church, though. Run into church. But the photographers and the media crew, you got to see them. You got to know they went to church, photo ops, campaigning. People go to church. Do so with reverence, with humility. Not them. Film crew in tow. Some of the church even allow them to come and say a word on the pulpit. It's church for truth. Church for truth. Facilitating the campaign and the one Guyana and the this and the that. Many shall say, Lord, Lord. You see, they got church. Church. Yeah, kingdom. I ain't ready for some of y'all yet. Hold on. I gotta have some for the next program. I ain't ready for some of y'all yet. Tomorrow is Sunday. I gotta have some for the church. The church below the bed. Folks, and that's our time for today. That's our program as we examine the PPP wickedness, devils and violators of the rule of law. You dare come wrong, people funny? Marilyn Lorimer, Henry Rodney, Brian Soka, Mr. Ski, S.K.E. surname, fancy for his name, Ski, Kurt Heideken, Shirley Crichton, Will Felix Skimot. You folks make the program what it is. Joel Ward, you guys make the program what it is. Folks, we invite you guys. We got to keep our programs going. We got to keep you guys informed. Partner with us. Why don't you? We got a lot of financial commitments to meet, obligations to meet, to offset the expense that accrues to producing these programs. Ensure you guys get valid and credible information. Come on board, partner with us. We got Cash App available. We got PayPal. We got Zelle. MMG is available, guys. We're available via MoneyGram, via Western Union as well. Come on board, partner with us, and help us to continue to go from strength to strength, keeping you folks informed, amplifying voices, bringing the fight to the jagabats and the transcrappers, the crackers and the tadpoles, the carrion crows and the jumpy birds. That's our time. That's our program. We're going to see you guys right back here tomorrow. Same time, same place on Resurrection Sunday. It's Holy Saturday, folks. Happy Holy Saturday to you. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Mind, soul, and body, folks. Be gentle with yourselves over this weekend. Long weekend, right into Monday, guys. Right into Monday. But we're going to be back tomorrow with our podcast for tomorrow. Same time, same place. We out here, folks. Come on board. Find a way, guys. Find a way. You know, some of y'all think you got to get a big set of money and this and that. And they got lots of people who think the only people we give shout outs to are people who partner with us financially. Not so. Once you drop a comment, boom, pace and power. We give you guys a shout out. Pace and power, pace and power, pace and power. Thanks for joining our podcast. Find a way to come on board, guys, and partner with us. You have something happening at your end. You have a little business you want us to help you promote. You got a flyer you want us to drop in our program, drop in our Facebook page. All of that we can do for you. We can help you to spread the word about your business. Come on board. Find a way in which you can partner with us and help us to move forward from strength to strength. You all know tomorrow is a big day, big day, big day on the calendar for the PNCR. They have a big, on Monday rather, Easter Monday, they have a family fun day down there at Congress Place. And we invite you guys to be part of that. And Yep. We invite you guys to be part of that, and go out there, a good time with your family on Easter Monday. We aren't going to have any programs on Easter Monday. None of our programs, whether it's in the morning, it's in the ring here. It's below the belt here during lunch, or it's in the ring in the evening. Monday, no programs, but we are going to have a podcast tomorrow, and we see you guys right back there. Good. Good to see so many of you. Suzette Washington, we see you. Have a fantastic afternoon, guys. Elizabeth Lovell, we see you. And Diane Graves, Zandy, Romy Leander, we see you. Donna David, thanks for being part of our program, guys. Share the damn live stream. Smash the emoji button. Mind, soul, and body. Be gentle with yourselves, guys. Be gentle with yourself. Have a fantastic rest of the day. We're going to see you guys right back here tomorrow. Same time, same place. Stay safe. Stay safe, guys.